This feature was brought to you by MCAP 24-Hour Pharmacy and Score Energy Drinks.
Excited. A lot of the boys had never been here before, but knew it was going to be a huge challenge on the field, but also just excited to see the country. It hasn't let us down, if I'm being honest. It's been amazing. We were in Stellenbosch first, that scenery, and then coming here, we've had a trip around the university. Just generally the views, the people, the countryside, the food. It's been fantastic so far. Yeah, for us it's a sort of building block. We look at each areas of the field. We know we've got a lot of work to do, but it's about, I suppose this trip was finding out which lad could stand up to the two most physical universities in the world. We know they are. I've sort of been in a few tournaments with them before, but the results weren't important. The experiences were important, and the moments on the field, moments off the field. The trips proved incredibly successful on both of those counts. We've got a really young squad, and physically they're still developing. So again, having these experiences and playing against such a physical outfit tests us, and we're hoping, I suppose, that our big game's in March. It's not like the Varsity Cup, it's the Varsity game, it's the Varsity match. So we know that we've got to get ready for that one game, and if we can perform physically at a higher level than we're expecting that game, I suppose that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to test ourselves constantly to be prepared for that one game.
I can't get over how stunning this country is. The landscapes are gorgeous, the people are lovely, and I've just loved every minute of being here, and I think all the boys have as well. I said it at the time, Stellenbosch are renowned as one of the best rugby universities in the world, and I think second or maybe first ahead of Marty's would also be UCT. We wanted to play the best because we wanted to challenge ourselves. We've got a big challenge against Cambridge in March, but we're just so privileged to be able to play against these sides. They're so well drilled, they're so fit, and most of all, they're bloody tough. Luckily, as I said, this country and this city is stunning, and so I think we're going to enjoy some of what this city has to offer.
No, it's incredible. It really is. I mean, you kind of, it's that classic. You kind of pull out of Cape Town Airport and you drive towards the mountain, and it definitely feels like home. No, the nostalgia has hit hard, I have to say. It was quite confusing before the game, seeing all the UCT coaches and everything, and having to go back into the other change room. But no, it's a special place, and it means so much to me personally. And so to be back here is, I can't really describe it. Yes, yeah, I did. So I played. I kind of got my first cap in 2017. I got a cap in my second year, and then I played the next 3 years of Varsity Cup. Some injuries here and there, but most of the time, yeah.
Oh, it's been good. We've enjoyed it. I mean, I think we started a little bit later than we did last year. Last year we felt we almost started too early and it dragged. So we found that we've got like a real energy. That was what have we been going 4 weeks on the field, and we had a hit out probably earlier than we would have liked to. We rested some guys who had played a lot of rugby this year, but it was so awesome to see some young guys. We gave man of the match to a guy who's in his first year out of school, and he ran out against Oxford. So we're happy. We know we got a lot of work to do. I mean, what have we got? Just over 2 months till the competition starts. So a lot of work to do, but excited with what we saw tonight. Yeah, I think, by nature of coaching at university, you're going to have high churn, Guys are in and out, they graduate and they go and what have you. So you're always going to get high churn. It's probably a little bit less than schoolboy, but you're still going to get high churn. So you've got to see new guys all the time, and we were hell of excited. I mean, as I said, there were 4 or 5 guys who were straight, they were in school, they were finishing their matric last year, and they played tonight and they played really nicely. as I said, there's a lot to do, but we expected that. I kind of wanted to see attitudinally how they were, like our guys willing to rip in a bit, and they were, and they played with tempo, and we got to get fitter as well, but I didn't think we looked terrible. I know these guys have had a few beers this week, so I think they were looking at their watches on the field, game over, but yeah, very, very happy with the occasion. Yeah, I think coaching cohesion makes a huge difference. Every year I've been here, this is my 4th campaign, we've had one change. So an S&C went the first year, second year in S&C we changed the scrum coach. This year we changed our forward coach. Our previous guy went overseas, and so there's always one change, but the core has been there, and we get on well as a coaching group. We challenge each other, but we get on well, and there's some real characters in our coaching group. I could write a book on just the coaching group.
It's good. It's been good. Everyone's looking forward to it again. We had a nice break after our league season, which was much needed because we did have a particularly long season. But it's nice to be able to connect with Oaks. A lot of guys left us this last year, and a lot of new guys coming from under 20. So a lot of fresh faces, and it's good to see. Everyone's loving it. Everyone's enjoying it, and I think this is what we live for. It's nice to be able to end off our pre-season of the year with a nice game against Oxford. Yeah, everyone's putting up their hand. That's the nice thing about this team is we've one of our themes is competing always, which I think we do extremely well. And that's not necessarily competing against your opposite number, but in the team, it's competing with everyone around you and making sure everyone's in a better place with one another as well. And that creates a good team environment, which I think we do quite nicely. Everyone's loving it, which is good, which is what you want. We want people playing rugby at UCT, and hopefully that builds more interest in the club, and pulls us over the line for next year. Exactly. The purpose of today wasn't necessarily to find a victory. It's great and all that we play sport to win, and that's great. But ultimately, it is still pre-season, and we understand that, and we wanted to get over certain advantage lines today, in seeing where our structure is, where our system is, how we're gelling well as a team together on defence, attack, and whatnot. So, yeah, I think this is a lot better to have a look back on than, say, a training session. So it's good to see where the progress is coming along.
This feature was brought to you by MChem 24 Hour Pharmacy and Score Energy Drinks.